afternoon, darlacansell. I am a realtor with Real Louisiana, and I absolutely love negotiating. I tell you, listen, I got into real estate about 5.5 years ago. I retired from the school system after 20 years, not knowing a single thing about real estate. And it's crazy enough because I took this class back when I was a brand new realtor. I took a class called Real Estate Negotiation Expert. And I didn't know, really, to tell you the truth, the class was so over my head at that time 5.5 years ago because I didn't know anything about real estate. I didn't know anything about the legalities, really. I hadn't closed a whole lot of deals, and so I had nothing to set it for. So listen, as realtors, we have to take 12 hours each year of continuing education. 4 of those hours are mandatory classes that the state decides what we have to take. And then the other 8 hours, we get to choose what topics that we want to learn about. So I always finish my 12 hours of continuing ed way early in the year just because I'm that person that likes to check things off my list and be done with it. But a couple of months ago, I saw that the real estate negotiation expert class was being offered again. So I took it 5.5 years ago, again, not knowing anything really about real estate back then. Taking it again was so eye-opening. So all day yesterday and all day today, I was in a Zoom training class called Real Estate Negotiation Expert. And listen, I'll tell you, I don't understand really why it's called that, because in anything, I don't think we should ever feel like we are the expert in any skill, in anything, because there's always something to learn. Always. There will always be something new to learn, a different way of doing something. So believe me, although I love negotiating and I feel like I have gotten very, very, very good at it in the last 5.5 years since I've gotten into real estate, I am by no means an expert in negotiating. I'm an expert in none of it, really, because it's always just a learning process. And with every single closed deal, there is something new to learn. And really, guys, so if you're thinking about hiring a realtor to represent you as either the buyer or the seller, you need to ask this question: are you great at negotiating? Do you love negotiating? Are you good at working with the other side with negotiations? Because listen, for example, if I list a house today, the likelihood is that the buyers are going to have their own realtor, their own agent. And so it's up to their agent to negotiate for them. And it's my job, if I listed your house for sale, to negotiate for you. And so you want a realtor who loves negotiating, who is good at it, who is surely never going to say they're an expert at it, but enjoys doing it. So if you say to the person that you're thinking about hiring, are you great at negotiating and do you love it? And they look at you funny, or they say no, or they say I'm not sure, if they're not confident, listen, find yourself a different realtor. There are thousands and thousands of realtors out there. I think last time I checked, in Acadiana alone, there are 1,800 licensed realtors. That's just in Acadiana. So I don't even have any idea how many there are in the state of Louisiana. But there are many. And we are all self-contracted. We all come with different backgrounds. We all come with different educational levels, different skill sets. But the most important thing when you're looking for a realtor is someone who has your best interest at heart and is great at negotiating, okay? So, for example, if you, as the seller, are able to negotiate the commission rate that you are willing to pay the agent to represent you, if you're willing to get them to lower whatever their standard commission is, because listen, we all have our standard commission. If you are able, as the seller, to get that realtor to negotiate down their commission, this is what you have to think about. What are they going to negotiate down for you as the seller when they're negotiating against the other side? If you can out-negotiate them, then a realtor on the other side absolutely can too. So that's what you have to really, really keep in mind. You want someone that you can't out-negotiate. You want someone who is great at negotiation because they can potentially help you save or earn a whole lot of money, or they can help you lose a whole lot of money. And so all day yesterday and all day today, I was in a training called Real Estate Negotiation Experts, and listening to the other agents talk about some of the scenarios just absolutely baffled my mind. Listen, it's crazy how different people think about things, how differently people represent themselves. And the most important thing when you're thinking about hiring someone, not only are they great at negotiating, but are they good at dealing with people who have so many different personalities. There are so many different personalities out there who think differently, work differently, have different expectations. So listen, if you're not negotiating, because listen, in real estate, getting something from contract all the way to the closing table is just a song and dance all along the way, and it's all negotiations that are going to happen between the agents to get it from contract to close. And I've seen lots of realtors who potentially can screw up the deal, okay? Because either they're not confident in their ability, they're just lazy, it may not be their full-time job, so many different reasons. So make sure when you're looking at using a realtor that you choose someone that loves negotiating. Again, I was in a class all day today and all day yesterday, and there were some people in there that were in the class because they didn't like negotiating. They didn't like it. Listen, real estate is all negotiations. So if you don't like it, then you probably need to be looking at a different job. And you sure don't want that person on your team if you're looking to hire someone who doesn't like negotiating, because that's all it is. It's all just a negotiation strategy. It's all it is. So I actually took the class not because I needed the continuing ed class at all. I'm done with my hours for the year, but I love learning new things. I love learning new skills. I love seeing different people's perspectives on different scenarios, and I absolutely love negotiating. I think it's so fun. Y'all enjoy this afternoon. Y'all, if you hadn't watched the weather, I just saw it on Facebook. A meteorologist posted that tomorrow in South Louisiana, we're looking at the 70s, maybe even the high 60s. The weather is gonna be amazing. So, if y'all not putting on a gumbo, I sure am. I will sure have gumbo cooking tomorrow night for supper, because a cool front in Louisiana is always a good thing. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Again, in real estate, there are no stupid questions at all. No stupid questions. Ask your hard questions, and get them answered. That's all you can do is ask, and that's the only way you're going to learn. Y'all take care and reach out to me if there's anything I can do to help you.